Cowboys play the Texans at AT&T Stadium. Potentially, this could be Odell Beckham's debut if he decides to sign. I know he's at a Mavs game right now as we record this on a Monday. It's going to be released on the 8th of December. But for them, this Texans team is lifeless. They're about as they're on life support. Probably generous saying they're on life support. Jump on them, put them away early. Don't let them hang around. Something Dallas has been tended to do when like they did against the Colts, where they kind of let them hang around for three quarters, play a
Mhm.
full 60 minutes, and don't even let the Texans have a thought that they have a chance to win the game.
I feel like I don't know what the record for like most rushing yards in a game for a team is, but I feel like if Dallas wanted to do it, they very well might be able
This
to do
could
it this game.
this could
This
be the
this
game.
this could be the game. I mean, honestly, guys, they should have 400 yards rushing in this game.
They shouldn't even throw the ball.
That's my type of game. That's
I-
Grant's type of game.
It's my kind of game. I mean, I want to see Zeke and Tony Pollard both have 25 carries.
Yep.
Well, and Zeke looks like he's got a little bit more of a turbo booster from previous years. He's got a little
Well,
bit more juice
you
in
know,
his steps, and I think partially
it's
because of Pollard, but I think he's healthy too for once.
well, yeah, and I was with you, Dylan. I'm on the same lines. I think it's healthy competition. Tony Pollard has come in and now he's heard the noise that Zeke shouldn't be a starter. He's got his yards per game, yards per carry have gone down every single year since 2016. This is time for, Zeke to live up to that contract. And there's someone else in that room who's competing with him. And he knows it's time to nut up or shut up. And he's sick of the rumblings of people saying this Dallas offense is better with Tony Pollard. So maybe he's lost a little weight. He's a little more focused, and it's go time.
Yeah, and hopefully they both stay healthy, and I like the way the direction this team is going. Hopefully they can clean up some of their mistakes and not have the boneheaded penalties that have been plaguing them through the past few important games. But win this one, and then they got the Jaguars, and then they have a big one against the Eagles. So win these next two, and then we can discuss that awful city that they say has brotherly love, but it's I I don't know. Outside of Philly cheesesteaks, I have a hard time saying nice things about that town.
Oh, so that reminds me. You know how Ethan said, "Don't throw the ball at all in this game." That reminded me, guys, of a story I read this weekend on Sports Illustrated. There was a team in California this year. They won a state title without completing a pass all year.
Wow.
They had two quarterbacks go a combined 0-7 in the air. They averaged like 450 yards on the ground and scored, I think, over 50 touchdowns rushing. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know that was possible.
Well,
That's
there's a
so
team
demoralizing.
there's a team we play that they don't throw the ball a whole lot either. Against when we played them, the one time they threw the ball or I guess technically two, was a Hail Mary at the end of the first half, and then on a 2-point conversion. Other than that, and then the week before, they didn't throw the ball once.
I mean,
They also run an offense that was invented before football was invented, and I'm not joking about it. It is like the worst offense to prepare. It should be the simplest, but if it's coached right and they run it extremely well. It is tough to stop because it's very very deceptive. It's if you got to be very disciplined. You can't chase. You got to stay in your lane, stay in your gaps, because that's where they'll burn you. Because it's just a big scrum. They don't have any splits at all on the offensive line. They're all just bundled together,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
and
Yeah.
it should be outlawed. But and for junior high, it was nice because we got them the first game and they run the same stuff, but it's the first time doing it. weird, confusing, and
Mhm.
they didn't really know what they were doing, and half the time we were tackling the quarterback before he could even hand it off.